Wow. Thanksgiving's gone. It's December. The opportunities are there. Red hot winning going on over here. That's for damn sure. What's going on, everybody? It's Scott Matthews. We are back first week of December. Unbelievable. Another 4 weeks. We're into 2026. I got my boys back in full this week. Teddy was missing last week. Had some family stuff going on for Thanksgiving. TK's in the house, and we got a lot to talk about. We got championship college football games coming up this week. We got the NBA, college baskets, you name it, we've got it. I'm going to bring the guys in right now. Going to start with my man right here next to me, my boy, the CEO of TKwins, TK in the house.
Yeah, man, coming off a nice Thanksgiving week. I was on the cruise ship. I'm still rocking around, man. Had a lot of fun out there with the family. Had a lot of turkey on Thanksgiving. Yeah, it was a wild week, man. Wild week out there.
I'm glad to see you made it off that boat. I was talking to you one of those days we were live. You were having a good-ass time over there.
I was having a blast, man. That's the point of going on the cruise. You don't have to drive anywhere. You can just do whatever you want. A lot of shows, a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're going to get into it this week. We'll recap last week and get some points from you guys of what's going on. All right, here he is. He's back. Thank God, man. He jacks me up to a different decimal point.
Oh, I bet I do.
The CEO. Him and I were going at it last night like Hagler and Hearns. I think.
Hey, listen,
it was Hagler and Hearns on the group chat last night.
Families fight. Families fight sometimes.
Teddy Brooks, ladies and gentlemen. Woo!
What's up, guys?
House.
Good to be back. I hope we're talking a little bit today about some of the stuff going on in college football with the coaching changes and the portal and all that stuff. Because boy, oh boy, my guy, I've been pumping him all year. The lane train is moving. The lane train is traveling from Oxford, Mississippi to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I think there's a lot of talk about that that's due.
Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff to talk about, guys. We got some NFL heating up right now. We're starting to see some of these teams rounding into form, some of them dropping off. I want to get a little recap with you guys of last week's stuff. I mean, let's look at what's going on here with the NFL. Let's start with the NFL. I mean, the hot teams seem like they're staying hot, man. Can't knock the Patriots off their winning train. 10 in a row, guys. Best record in the NFL. And no surprises there? Or what's your thoughts, guys, on New England 11-2 at this point? Nobody thought they'd be 11-2. Did you?
I didn't think they'd be 11-2, but they played a great game, man. They've been playing great football.
Yeah.
No, definitely didn't expect.
No, I was some beeped on thing.
All right, come on.
Trying to check the scores out.
He's watching our boy DJ. I see DJ. What's up, brother? No, I'm. It's a roller coaster. The Patriots. I think we all took their over. I remember specifically, we all took their over. Another team.
I did for sure.
Yeah, we all did. I think we all called the Chiefs not being the top dog. You thought the Chargers would be the top dog. I said Broncos. They're both, doing better than the Chiefs right now. So I think a lot of the things happening we called, and a lot of the things we didn't. No one expected the Ravens.
Let's look at it. Let's look at what's going on right now in the NFL. We got Denver winning 9 in a row, second best record behind New England. That's probably the most surprised. Well, I don't know if you could say New England is probably one of the most surprised, but how about the Chicago Bears, guys, with Ben Johnson? And your boy,
I was wrong. Listen,
Caleb,
when I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
I mean, he's not having great numbers as far as passing, but the team itself, and they're just finding ways to win games. Chicago Bears 9-3, Teddy.
Well,
5 straight wins in a row.
Let's not forget where that coach was last year. That coach was the offensive coordinator of the Detroit Lions, Ben Johnson, and he did great things there. So. I'm not against Caleb. I'm still not a full believer in Caleb yet, but I do think that coach is really what's driving that team right now.
So let's look at this. I'm going to ask both of you guys. I hope you're on the frame with me. If we had to look at these 3 teams right now, New England, Denver, Chicago, who do you think's playing over their head more of those 3 teams at this point?
100% Denver, I think. Denver's playing way over their league.
I don't know. I'm leaning more towards Chicago.
I say Chicago.
Yeah.
I say Chicago, and I'll tell you why. Denver's defense,
their defense. Sertan came back this week.
Their defense is really, really
solid,
special.
But their offense.
Exactly. And you know me, I'm a Bo Nix lover. I'm a Bo Nix guy, but he's got a little bit more to prove.
Ask you another question.
A lot of Denver's wins have been shaky wins.
Shaky.
Like that comeback against the Giants. A lot of close, shaky wins.
I'm going to ask you a question. I know you're probably not going to like this one. If you had to take right now to start your football team, Drake May or Bo Nix, who are you going with?
Oh, Drake May.
All right.
1,000%. I mean,
good. I like it.
He's out of his mind. I mean, this guy makes throws. He looks like a 50-year veteran.
He looks poised.
He looks like a 50-year veteran. He's unbelievable.
What do you think?
I would go with Drake as well. I would definitely 100%.
All right.
Bo Nix is more like a running fullback quarterback. That's the way I look at him.
I don't know. He's not an accurate pass. I mean, at times he looks like he's going to be as accurate as anybody. Excuse me, guys. But it seems like sometimes he just forces the ball and makes mistakes. But anyways, let's move on. From last week. I guess there really wasn't any major big-time surprise. The Miami Dolphins are starting to get a little strong, Teddy. 4-1 in the last 5 games. What do you think of the Dolphins?
The Dolphins, they couldn't cover that day. I actually had them last week on the spread, and they lost that thing by 1. I had them -5. And I had your voice in my head, Scotty. I know you don't like that number, like -5, -4.5. I know you don't like those numbers. So, but they're getting the job done. I still don't think Tua's the guy at all. It's not like, they're 4-1 in the last 5. Tua, it deserves to keep his job. But I don't think they're changing anything right now. I think things are going to be the same next year in Miami. I think Tua's still going to be the quarterback. Not that I think it's right, but I don't think there's really any other way for them to go right now.
Yeah.
Well, the Dolphins probably sneak into the playoffs and lose in the first round like they do every year.
I don't know how they're going to sneak in. They'd have to win.
They're in the hunt still, man.
They would have to win out.
They're playing the Jets. They're playing the Bengals.
20 teams ahead of them.
They're in the hunt.
Yeah, they're in the hunt, but there's still a whole bunch of teams.
There's a lot of teams behind them, too.
No, yeah.
I'm asking the quarterback question, who would you rather have, the Randolph guy or Aaron Rodgers for Pittsburgh?
Excuse me. Forget Aaron Rodgers, man. That guy's – He's out this week. He should have retired. He should have retired when he left Green Bay. Should have never went to the Jets. I think that his career was over then. My opinion. I mean, the Boo Birds are out. Speaking of that, what do you think of the Boo Birds all screaming to get rid of Tomlin now? He's had all these years of success, and the Boo Birds were out. And, I mean, we're out in full force. They're falling apart.
I don't understand it, though. Who are you going to get that's better than Mike Tomlin?
He might be old school, man. He might be too old for the, you get older, you start losing that touch with these new up-and-coming
The new
coaches.
ways, yeah. We all know about that. No, I mean.
The Boo Birds were out.
I don't know. I'm not.
Is Mason Rudolph starting?
He's starting on Sunday.
Oh, because they showed Rodgers. I don't know.
I saw Rodgers.
I'm not sold on firing Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, Ben Roethlisberger in there when they want him out of there.
Who?
Ben Roethlisberger said, "Get him out."
Yeah, I think it's time. Well, did
I just don't see where they're going to go.
Wow, Big Ben said that.
Big Ben, I just pulled it up on the screen.
Who are you going to hire?
Well, you got a young mind in there. Hey, look at Ben Johnson. I mean, guys like that, and you turn the team. Maybe you can turn the team around. Who knows?
Those go both ways, though. Those hires go both ways. They either work out like Ben Johnson, or they don't work out. Like some other guys.
All right. Well, wrap it up in the NFL. How about guys? I mean, you had to seen this. I've seen it 1,000 times, and I watch it, and I'm amazed even after watching it that many times. How about that catch on Sunday Night Football by that guy from Washington, Burks, in the end zone, like Odell Beckham? But I think it was even better than Odell Beckham's. Did you see that catch?
That's a one-handed catch. It's the gloves now.
It wasn't even one-handed.
But these guys with these gloves running out, the ball hits it, it sticks to it. So
I don't even. Yeah, but that was something else, man. That was some catch, and that was a great game.
I think a lot of these guys are using gloves that they weren't using back in the day, which is
sticky.
Okay. I'm cool with it.
Sticky.
I'm cool with anything that makes the game fun.
Back in the day, you used to put Vaseline on their things so they couldn't do it. Well, if you're talking about fixed games, we'll talk about the Houston Indianapolis game on Sunday.
Yeah, the one I won? Okay.
I'm cool.
That was the biggest ghost pass interference I've ever seen in my life. Guy never even touched him 3 times.
I got you.
Pass interferences.
TK loves it. Well, when you win them, though.
I would have taken it if I won that
problem.
game.
There you go.
I still went 3-1 on the day. I'll take it.
There you go.
I'm cool with anything that makes the game fun, but I'll tell you what, with all these teams that are at the top right now, I don't think any of them were really super expected. I mean, we expected some of them to perform well.
Not New England.
But we expected, we all took New England over. We all took Denver over, I'm pretty sure. So, I didn't expect them to be this far ahead. But
no.
You know what, guys? We've seen this before where the playoffs come and everything changes. I mean, remember 2 years ago when the Vikings and Kirk Cousins had that crazy year?
Sure.
and then they lost, I think, in the first round.
Yeah.
You know, so watch out for these teams that are winning all these games by one score, especially Denver when they're winning these close games. Just, be careful with those. Don't fall in love.
Yeah,
that's all I'm going to say is don't fall in love.
There's a team out there that's not winning by one. It's Seattle, man. They're running everybody out of the stadium.
Yeah, they're playing good football.
Seattle and L.A.
They won 26-0.
The Rams, man, they knocked a lot of people out of the Circus Survivor contest on us.
I think that ended, right, with that game?
Did it end?
I think 6 people were left and they chopped.
There you go. Chop it up, baby. All right.
About $1 million each.
I think we touched base about last week in the NFL. I think we should jump into a little bit of a recap on college and then go into this week's stuff. Number 1 team in the nation, man. Still impressive to me. I don't know what you guys think. I think it's going to be tough to beat these Buckeyes. They rolled. They shut down. That defense is absolutely amazing. Nobody's really touched them all year long. Perfect 12-0. Blow out Michigan 27-9 and cover that spread. And the number 2 team right behind them, doing what they do best, absolutely ass kicks and destroys Purdue last week, 56-3. What do you guys think? The top 3 team, top 4. You got Georgia, Oregon. I mean, you got to be impressed by what Ohio State and Indiana's done this year. No,
it's going to be a great matchup. I mean, we'll get that out later on, but that's going to be a great matchup. How about Florida State? They haven't won a game on the road in 2 years.
Oh, God.
They lost to the Gators.
You know what the crazy thing is? They come out, they start the season off with a huge win and make Alabama look silly, and then go 3-0, and then after that the wheels fell off the bus, and the bus is somewhere in the gutters.
And now Alabama's in the playoffs, most likely.
Well, Alabama's playing, solid football.
Yeah.
Watch out for Texas Tech, man. They can light it up. That team's playing some good football.
So speaking of college, let's look at this. We got some bubble teams. So, we could sit here and talk about the really good teams, the Indiana, the Ohio State. What I think is more interesting is like 4 or 5 teams that we don't really know what's going to happen. Right now, Notre Dame is minus 500 to make the playoffs.
Playing great.
Alabama, minus 1,800 to make the playoffs. Some people are saying that if Georgia beats Alabama, the committee might leave them out. I don't know if I'm going to agree with that.
Yeah, they will. 3 losses.
But we'll see. BYU, plus 400 to make the playoffs. I think BYU would have to beat Texas Tech.
I'm not sold on BYU.
Well, no, they're plus 400. The only way they make it is if they beat Texas Tech.
Yeah, I don't know about
Now, here's the interesting thing. I think this is what everyone's talking about. I think we got to spend a minute on it. The Miami-Notre Dame situation.
Okay. Wasn't Tulane still in a situation if they win this game?
Yeah.
To get in that, too?
Tulane.
North Texas, they're playing.
Yeah, they're playing North Texas.
No, I'm saying if they won, that somehow they get leapfrog in.
I think they could. They could, yeah.
That was another one. If I had to pick between Miami and Notre Dame, I mean, I know everyone's going to look at the first game of the season and say, well, they beat them. The way Notre Dame has been playing over the last 8, 9, 10 weeks, I mean, Miami went through that little up and down run, and then now they're picking it back up. I think Notre Dame, I would favor Notre Dame.
And then you know what the argument is. Yeah, why play the game, Well,
it's not even that. They're going to say, well, they beat them.
Right.
Miami beat them in week 1.
Now,
I get it.
You believe, I'm pretty sure that if Miami beat them in week 11, it would mean more than if they beat them in week 1.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, especially the way Notre Dame's been winning. I mean, it's not only that they're winning, but they're killing people, basically. They've been blowing them out and leaving no one close to them.
Here's what I've been thinking about this whole time. I've been waiting to say this coming on this show.
Oh, boy.
I've been watching college football for 30 years.
Okay.
I'm 40. I've been watching college football since I was 10. Okay? There has never been an agreement that it's done right. When it was the BCS, they wanted playoffs. When it was a 4-team playoff, they wanted more teams in the playoff. Before the BCS, it was the AP poll. I mean, there's a disagreement every single year about the national championship.
Everybody's going to have their own.
But it's interesting because in the NFL, no one disagrees. Whoever makes it, and that's it. So do you think they'll ever find like a system in college football where there's no disagreements?
No, because they've had how many systems now? And
that's what I'm saying.
So at the end of the day, they can come up with a new system or a new formula, and they're going to disagree to that one.
That's a pretty good format this year, though. It breaks it down. You get the outside. You could have the outside teams coming in.
Yeah.
And
it gets rid of some of those terrible bowl games that they used to have. What do they call, like the Light Switch Bowl?
Well, they still have them.
The Bahamas Bowl.
They still have them.
What is it called? Leave the Motel 6 Bowl and crazy
the
stuff.
Boca Raton Bowl right down the street.
There you go.
That's one of the first bowls of the year.
All right, guys, we got a lot of people in here today, so I'm sure we want to get rocking and rolling. I want to kick off with the NFL this week. We'll do some NBA later on if you guys want, or college hoops, because obviously we're on Wednesday, so we might have a play tonight for them if you guys want to come with one. I'm going to have something as well in college basketball. Let's kick off with this NFL game on Thursday night. I'm looking at this game, and I'm kind of pulling my hair in a lot of directions. This game looks about as matched up as a matched-up game can go. We got Dallas playing Detroit. Two teams kind of going in a little bit of different directions right now. How about them Cowboys winning the last 3 games in a row, finding ways to win games, playing Detroit? The current line on this game is about as solid can be, -3. 54.5 on the total. I'm going to start with my man TK. Anything on this game, T?
That's going out to my players only, man. Sorry, Thursday night games. That's private plays for me. Goes only out to my VIPs. I got
to find out before the show what you're putting out, so I won't have to ask you.
I know what I'm using this one. It's going to be a good game, man. It's going to be a good game.
Teddy, anything on this game, sir?
Yes. Dallas was my big Thanksgiving play. I was all over them. This Dallas team.
What's wrong with Detroit, Teddy?
Well, hold on. Yeah. Before I get into that, for the last 2 years, I've been talking smack about Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott. Mm-hmm. They're starting to sell me. I'm starting to become a believer in this team. What George Pickens adds to this team is freaking incredible. He makes that dynamic duo with CeeDee Lamb. So I like the Cowboys in this game. I'm taking the hook. I'm going to try to get it to 3.5 here. The Lions are falling apart. Now, what does scare me about a game like this is what if the Lions all of a sudden find themselves this week and get it back together? So, they can still be the Detroit Lions. And if this is the teams from last year, the teams from earlier in the year, the Lions could blow them out. But, my heart and my mind is saying Dallas here. And Detroit's got some. I think losing both coordinators is definitely messing with Detroit.
Yeah, it's coming. It's definitely not helping.
Yeah, the chickens are coming home to roost. I think
this is a really interesting game. I'm looking at numbers here. The only thing that kind of makes it not such a huge play, Dallas is not a good road team. I mean, they're 2-4 on the road. They are playing tremendous over the last 3 weeks. They definitely got a lift losing that player. Unfortunately, killing himself. Has seemed to spark the Cowboys. They've rallied around it. They've won 3 straight games in a row since then. But Detroit, they're still at home, 4-2. They play all right there. But these teams both score. They're ranked 2nd and 3rd or 3rd and 4th in the league, 29 points a game. Cowboys' defense has allowed 28 a game. Detroit's 23 a game. But I just like the way the Cowboys are playing right now. I really do. They're finding ways to win. Here's a perfect Scotty M buy up a number. I don't like being on a 3. I'd rather go to 4 or 4.5 on a game like this because sometimes these games land in a field goal when they're kind of evenly matched like this. But I like the way the Cowboys are playing right now. I'm going to take Dallas as a 3-unit selection plus 4. I would get 4.5 on this game. If you can go to 4.5 without putting a lot of extra juice money, I jump between. I would get it to plus 4 or 4.5. I like Dallas. So I'm right alongside Teddy on this one. Boom, Teddy, we're agreeing.
There we go.
That. And that's it. All right. Well, we're going to go to. Listen, we're going to move it on to Sunday in the NFL because we'll go back to college for Friday and Saturday once we wrap up the NFL. We got a lot of games coming up this weekend. I'm sure you guys have done your homework. I'm looking at a couple of games this weekend myself in the NFL. I guess we'll kick it off with you, T, because I don't know which one is on and which one's off for you.
I'm putting blend. I'm just going to do the same thing I did last week. I'm going to give my best bet here on Sunday. It's going to be on this Indianapolis-Jacksonville game.
Who's calling who here?
The Colts.
Teddy? All right. Teddy's busy today.
He's been a busy day. Indianapolis-Jacksonville game. Right now, Indianapolis is 2-47.5. I'm going to take the dog in this one. I'm jumping on Jacksonville. The Colts are only 2-9 their last 11 against the spread versus Jacksonville. In Indianapolis, 0-9 their last 9 on the road versus Jacksonville. I saw that watch Indy play last week. Jacksonville looks strong. I'm taking the points. I'd buy it up to 3. Take Jacksonville plus the points on Sunday, early 1 o'clock game.
Yeah, I mean, what's happened to the Colts, man? They're a little mystery over the last 3-4 weeks, right, Teddy?
1-3 in the last 4.
7-1 to start the season, and like you said, 1-3 over the last 4. I don't know. Daniel Jones is. they catching up with him, or did he just get off to such a great start? But the only problem I have with Jacksonville is this Trevor Lawrence. He loves to throw the ball to the other team a lot. He's got 16 touchdowns, but he's thrown 11 interceptions. So, and his passer rating is probably one of the lowest in the NFL at 82. But they have won 3 straight games in a row. They are 4-2 at home. They do have a great running back in Travis Etienne, who's averaged 843 yards. But the other side got a monster running back with Jonathan Taylor, who's got almost 1,300 yards on this game. I'm curious, do you like this game, Teddy?
No, I'm not on this game. It's one of those games where it's 2 teams where you don't know. I don't know what I'm going to get from the Colts. I don't know what I'm going to get from Trevor Lawrence. Is the biggest flip-flopper where he looks amazing one minute and he looks like the worst quarterback in the league the next minute. And I can't put my money on teams like that, man. It's just when you got these players that are so back and forth, it's it's tough.
They're inconsistent. And it's hard to play inconsistent teams or quarterbacks to bet on. My old theory, I tell you guys a zillion times, I don't like bad teams trying to win for me.
But they're not bad teams. They're both 8-4.
No. In this case, I'm not saying, but in general. But this is a tough game because if you're looking at this matchup, both teams have excellent running games. Colts have lost 2 in a row. They real as they seem to be earlier in the season. They kind of fall off. Maybe they bounce back. Why are they 1.5? I'm curious why Jacksonville's getting no love at home, that they're a dog in this game, and they're playing better right now. They've won 3 straight games in a row. The other side's lost 2 in a row. They kind of have the same records. Why is Jacksonville a dog at home? They're giving a lot of emphasis to the Colts with the
that's what I'm saying.
Sports books.
I'm actually my numbers have Jacksonville favored in this game, and like I said, when I got the edge, I'm going to take it. There's no real injuries in this game either.
Yeah, you got the number 1 offense in the NFL with obviously the Colts averaging 30 a game. The other side's averaging 24. I think this game's going to be a high-scoring game. If I was going to jump on it, I'd take probably the over. For some reason, I think these quarterbacks are going to come out and try to do something with these strong running backs both teams have. I think that number's about right to be beat. I'd bring that line down to 46, and I'd go over to 46 for the money. 3 units on that game, Colts and Jaguars. Teddy, anything you're looking at Sunday?
Oh, yeah. I got a few games. I'm looking at this Ravens-Steelers game. This is 2 teams that they're not playing very good. And both teams combined in their last 10 games, the under is 8-2. These are both teams whose offenses are slipping. Lamar looks bad. He might still have an injury that's kind of nagging him. I don't really know.
Yeah.
We don't know who's playing quarterback for the Steelers. So I love the under in this one. I would move this one up to 44, go under 44 in this game. I think it's going to be a low-scoring affair. And then I'm on the Dolphins on the money line against the Jets.
Teddy Brooks.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I think this Dolphins team, they have a better defense than the Jets. I think they're more productive on the passing game. They have Achane, who's been playing out of his skull right now. I think their running game is better than the Jets' running game. I just think every point that you look at, the Dolphins are better than the Jets. Yeah, the Jets have Breece Hall running the ball, but I don't think it's going to get the job done, and they don't really have a passing game. They're not really able to force turnovers, so I'm on the Dolphins in this one here.
Well, here's how I look at this game, and I'll throw it a T. Records mean absolutely nothing. You could have one team that's 10-0, and the other team could be 1-9. And the 1-9 could beat the 10-0. So when it comes to this matchup over the years. So history means nothing. That Jets emotional win last week, last play of the game, beating Atlanta, driving down, kicking that field goal. It could be a lift for them. Dolphins, like Teddy says, is starting to play better, 4-1 in their last 5 games. I would say this game to me would be a game I would stay far away.
I knew you were going to say that because it's 2 very bad teams. Yeah, it's 2 bad teams.
Just far away because it could go either way, I think.
It's going to be a great game to watch, man. I'll be watching it on Sunday. I'm going to go with Teddy on this one, man. I would take the Dolphins, man.
Why?
The Jets are 1-4 their last 5 against. They don't play well against the AFC East, the Jets.
Yeah.
I think Miami's going to come out on the road and get the nice win. At the line was 2.5, 3 right now. I'd probably buy it down to 2.5. Well, it's 3 right now. I'd probably buy it down to 2.5.
Yeah, it's 3
and
solid.
take the Dolphins on the road.
This is how things go for the Dolphins. They're going to make a late season run, and then they're going to get stuck with the same crew that they had before because you're not going to fire a team that won, 6 out of their last 7 games. You're not going to fire the coach or get rid of the quarterback. That's how it's going to go. Then I have actually one more pick for NFL. I have 3 picks, and the last one's going to be the Vikings. Very not a popular pick. I know, not a popular pick at all.
Wow.
But here's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a Commanders team that went into the Overtime last week and lost. I think that takes a lot out of a team. I'm looking at a Vikings team that got absolutely shut out. And in the NFL, you see that bounce back happen a lot, where a team plays really bad the week before and then just comes back and covers the spread. So I'm taking the Vikings here. I think the line's at like +2.
1.5.
1.5. So it's a tough one. You could buy it to 3, or you could get ballsy and take the money line. They look bad, but
what are you middling it?
No, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to play
it. Money line.
Probably plus. No, I was talking about Vikings money line, but no, I'd probably take it at +3. I just wouldn't want to waste too much money on a game like this, so I might just take them as a dog money line.
Don't waste all your Christmas money.
Yeah, I'm not wasting the Christmas money on this. But I think out of those 3 plays, my favorite games in the NFL is probably the Steelers-Ravens under.
Interesting point there, because the Steelers right now are kind of sledding backwards. The Ravens, to me, I'm not sold on them. They're 5.5 at home in this game. I don't know about this one, man. I think the Steelers somehow are going to stay in this game. I just got a funny feeling. I think all that noise, Tomlin's probably ripping his team up. And if they really want to play for this coach and they want this guy around, I think they're going to show up for this game. Because if they get blown out or they look stupid in this game, there's going to be a lot of boo birds going back when Pittsburgh back in their next home game. So I think the Steelers somehow stay in this game, whether it's Rudolph or it's Rodgers. I guess TK said it's Rudolph, right?
It's Rudolph, and Sauce Gardner's out for the Jets as well.
There you go. I think Pittsburgh stays in this game. 5.5. I'm going to 6. I'll take +6 in this game. I think the Steelers somehow, these games usually are decided by turnovers, mistakes. Lamar sometimes gets a little happy on his feet. I'll take the +6. I'll 3-unit this play. I'm not going crazy on any of these games, guys. I want you to know these are all strictly my opinions. Obviously, has nothing to do with any of the guys here on the show. Everything we do is based on our own knowledge, resources, and so forth and so on. So I'm 3-unit the play. I'm going to take Pittsburgh +6 in this game. I think they stay around. Looking at some numbers, Pittsburgh they average 23 a game. They allow 24 a game. I mean, it's almost mirror images. Look at this, Teddy. The other side allows 24 a game. They score 24 a game. I mean, they're almost dead even as far as that goes. Obviously, big edge in quarterback, Lamar versus Rudolph. But I think mistakes sometimes. But the Ravens have a losing record at home, 3-4 this year. Steelers aren't that good on the road, 2-3. I think this game's going to be a close game, man. I think you could take a few points either way. So I'm going to grab 6 and run to the bank +3. You got 3 units, excuse me.
I like it.
That's it. Anything else you're looking at, guys?
Not for NFL.
Not for NFL, man.
Really?
I think the game of the week's going to be this Bears-Packers game.
That's what I was going to say.
But I'm not, I'm giving that out of my service, but I think that's the game of the week, Bears-Packers. That game right now is 6.5 and 44. I think they time changed that game from a 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock game just for the
Well, let's look at the game, because a lot of people are going to have interest in that game. We got 2 really good running backs in the game. DeAndre Swift, who's averaged 774 yards so far this year. Not average, has gained 774. Solid running game there. And you got a solid running game with Josh Jacobs for Green Bay. You got two pretty good quarterbacks, solid. I mean, Caleb Williams, 17 touchdowns, only 5 interceptions. Teddy.
I know. So listen, when I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
But his rating is low, 88.
Yeah, I'm still not sold on him. I'm still not saying I'm completely wrong. We'll see. We'll see the rest of this year. We'll see next year.
And Scotty M got some love for Jordan Love. He's had love for him for the last couple of years. I'm waiting for him to really give me a love fest. But 19 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions. So he's about as solid as it gets, 104 passer rating. If you had a lean, guys, I mean, I don't know if you have this as a big play. Do you?
It's on. If I had to lean on this one, I'm jumping on the Bears, man. The Bears are hot against teams with winning records right now. 5-0, 5-0 against the spread versus teams with winning records.
Well, let's look at it. Packers won 3 straight games in a row. Bears have won 5 straight games in a row. Bears are 5-2 on the road, finding ways to win, which they. Packers are 4-2 at home. I mean, this game, defensively, there's an edge for Green Bay, no doubt about it.
I think this is the game where the Bears and Caleb Williams get exposed.
Oh, yeah?
I think this is the game.
What do you mean by exposed, Teddy?
I think Micah Parsons makes Caleb Williams' life a living hell. That's what I think.
You're hoping, you mean?
I think it. I'm not hoping because, listen, I got no personal animosity. I don't know the guy. No. I was just making fun of him one of the first weeks of the season because he paints his nails. But at the end of the day, this Green Bay defensive line, They get to the quarterback. They punish the quarterback, led by Micah Parsons. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was no joke win for Chicago last week going into Philly. Hostile place and
not at all.
Controlling that game. You were on the boat, right?
Yeah, I watched that game.
He was screaming while I was talking to him on live.
We were going
the Bears.
It was all Philly Eagles
Wait,
fans.
you guys went live on Thursday? Oh, this was Friday's game. Okay.
Friday.
Yeah, TK was having, I think he was about 6 in when they got on live with me.
It was a good time, man.
And he was rubbing the people, they were the Eagles fans were there.
Yep.
It was Eagles fans at the bar.
Two
And he's
ladies.
screaming out, the Bears.
Were you at Bimini? Is that the day you went to Bimini?
Bimini. No, Friday. Where were we? We were supposed to go to Key West, but the waves are too big to get in the port, so I didn't make it to Key West. But yeah, Friday was that sea day. When I played. Man, those ladies, they hated me on that boat. I heckled them all week.
He was heckling everybody in the front row of that bar. I gotta agree with you. I gotta agree with you, T. You're saying the Bears, right?
I say the Bears, man.
I'm gonna buy it at 7.5, man. What the hell? Let them try to beat me by 2 scores. They find ways to stay in these games, but like Teddy said, man, maybe they get exposed this week because that defense of Green Bay is no joke. Weather elements. I would probably rate this game right now as a 2-unit selection based on weather elements. Because it could be, who knows, a blizzard by the time this game goes off. You never know this time of the year at the frozen tundra. But I think the Bears can hang in there. They're playing good football, 5 in a row. You don't win 5 in a row by mistake in the league. I think they can definitely hang with the Packers. We'll see what happens. If Jordan Love has one of those amazing games where he starts throwing 15 out of 15 completions, it could be a long day, and Teddy could be smiling with that win there, thinking that they get blown out. But one last game I want to just talk about, if you guys don't mind, before we jump to these college bowl games. Houston and Kansas City, got to talk about it. Kansas City could be under 500 if they lose this game. What can you say about these Houston Texans right now, man? Won 4 straight games in a row, and that defense, number 1 in the league in the defense, is that Houston Texans. Stroud came back, did an okay job. Nothing super duper. Got the job done. They beat the Colts on the road. I had them last week, TK at the other side. On that game, but whatever the case may be, what do you guys think about that matchup? Do you have anything on it, Teddy, or no?
No,
nothing.
No opinion at all.
No opinion. I would lean Kansas City, but
you never know what you're going to get with these teams.
Guys, I'm going to make a 3-unit selection. I'm going to take Houston to plus 4.5. That's the magic number for me on games like this. When it's 3.5, I go to 4.5 because sometimes they land on 3, 4. You never know in games like this. It's not an easy task to beat Kansas City. You know they're going to be coming out for this one because they don't want to be below 500. But you got a team right now that's hot as a pistol. It seems like they're finding ways to cause mistakes with that defense that's playing amazing right now. They are 3-3 on the road playing against a 5-1 KC team. They do show up at home. But I think Houston will stay in this game. And at 4.5, I'll make that a 3-unit play. So that's it. I'm playing the Texans. I'm done with the NFL, boys. Are we done?
We gave them a lot today.
Damn, did I give a lot out. I mean, these are just opinion, guys. Everybody can speak for themselves, but these are just opinions for me, trying to help you try to build that bankroll. And if you've been following me, I don't have to say any more than what I'm going to say right now. 11 straight winners in a row on my broadcast channel. It's all real and documented. Everything I do, I put up right away. It's time-stamped. And 19-2 on my free picks. 30-2, guys. 30-2, repeat, on my free picks I've given away to guys, not even charging them. Boom. All right. Sorry, guys.
Got to get that plug in.
I had to get that in. I mean, it's too good. Why not, right?
Let's get to this college football. I think we're about to start getting that look from Ben, even though I don't think Ben's here. So
no, it's only
it's like when the cat's away, the mice will play.
That's it, baby. All right, let's go for Friday, guys. We got 4 games on tap. I don't know if you guys are making. I'm not going to find out which ones you're on or not on. So I'm going to say we got 4 games on tap for Friday night, starting with the Conference USA Championship, the Sun Belt, the Mountain West, and the American Atlantic are all championship games. TK, anything you're looking to give away on any of those 4?
Yeah, I'm going to jump on this American Championship right now. North Texas versus Tulane. The current line's 2-66. I'm going to jump on another underdog here. Tulane 7-1 their last 8 games straight up. They're 6-0 their last 6 straight up at home. And this is actually a home game for Tulane. They're playing in their home stadium. Mm-hmm. I'm going to jump on Tulane. I'll take the 2 points. I can buy it up to 3 if you like. But take Tulane, a nice dog barking, Friday Night Lights.
Well, T, I'm going against you on this one, brother. I'm looking at one factor here, red zone success. North Texas scores 80% of the time that they're in the red zone, touchdown. Tulane only scores 56% of the time they're in the red zone. And North Texas has the better red zone defense also. I think this game's going to be won in the red zone for North Texas. I'm on the money line, North Texas, on this one.
Well, Teddy, you got one thing going for you on top of that. The number one, I don't know if you know, I'm sure you do, number one offense in all of college football.
Yeah.
North Texas.
Yeah.
47 points.
Them, I knew it was between them and USF. What happened to USF? They fell, that's not a topic for right now, but just made me think
they
of
got
that.
a new coach.
So wait, are we on the same game again, Scotty?
I'm going to money line this game.
There we go. That's how I'm playing it. Yeah.
How can I not? Number 24 team in the nation, got 11-1 record. TK's right. Tulane's a good, solid team. The game is in their backyard, but I think there's just too much firepower. I don't know how they're going to stop them. The other side, Tulane averages 29 a game. They allow 23 a game. Yeah, they won 4 straight, but the other side's won 6 straight. And the other side looks dominating. I think they're going to win the game somehow, some way.
And let's not forget that coach is coaching at Florida next year. You never know how that affects the team also.
3 units I'm going to put on that. By the way, I never asked you guys how you're rating them. I guess you're all 3 units.
3. We'll just put 3s across the board.
Well, somebody's going to be partying down Bourbon Street on Friday night. Hopefully it's Tulane.
Oh, yeah, that's your Friday Night Lights.
That's my Friday Night Lights, man. The record's
What are you
got to go.
Are you rating it 3?
It's a 3-star right now.
3-star right now. Well, it's an indoor game, right?
Tulane, I think they played. This game is indoors. I'm not sure.
Is it an indoor game? I thought they played for some reason.
No, it's outdoor.
Oh, it is?
It's outdoor and it's supposed to rain.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, that might slow down that 47 a game.
Southern Miss is the one that played used to play in the Dome.
One other game I'm going to use on Friday, guys, college football. I'm going to take Jacksonville State in that game. I know they beat them already earlier, like about 2.5 weeks ago. They beat them 35-26. I don't know. I just like the way they beat Western Kentucky. I had Western Kentucky last week. They caught me at the last buzzer to beat me 37-34. I thought I might catch a backdoor on that game and win it, but I didn't. But I like Jacksonville State in this game. I think they match up. They average 30 a game. The other side averages 29 a game. It's almost like a mirror image. Here's another perfect image. They allow 27. The other side allows 25. They won 2 straight Kinshaw in a row. The last 2, they beat Liberty and went into overtime. Sometimes, that overtime win takes a lot out emotions out of you. But I like Jacksonville State. They beat them earlier. And they're getting points. I'm going to buy this game. Wow, little gift here. I'm going to take Jacksonville.
Yeah, the line moved.
Yeah, it opened at 1. It's up to 2.5 the other side. Kennesaw State.
I'm gonna take that game up to 3. I'm sure there's somebody out. That's what the reason is. If that line moved like that, I don't think Public's betting that Conference USA Championship 4-point move. I'm going to take Jacksonville State. I'm going to make that line 3.5, and I'm going to make that a 2-unit selection. And I'm going to take Jacksonville State. I think they can beat them again, and they're playing well enough. Both these teams play kind of similar, so I think I'll grab the points and make it happen with Jacksonville State plus 3.5. Boom. That's it for Friday. All right.
A big game's coming up on Saturday.
Are you guys jacked up, by the way, before we get into more? I know we're just rambling games out left and right. I hope everyone grabbed Teddy. I'm surprised you didn't mention grab the pen and paper like I used to.
Oh, I forgot. Hey, listen, I missed last week. I'm not on my.
You're still on
my
a little
game.
Yeah, there you go. Before we, what's your take? This time of the year, you guys got to love it. You jacked up more.
Love it. Can't wait to see what happens.
With the bowl games.
I'm ready for the bowl games, but it's nice to see these championship games because there are actually a few good games on Saturday.
How about Ohio? Now, the question is, will some of these teams bring it their all? Like Ohio State, Indiana, the game means nothing, really. I mean.
Yeah, it does.
It's for the Big Ten championship.
Perfect records.
They're both, yeah, I guess. They're both in, but.
What's your friend there? What's the coach? He says,
Kurt Signetti.
All I do is win, baby.
All he does is win. You
love that quote.
2 great conference championship games: Bama, Georgia, and Ohio State, Indiana.
Well, that game means something.
Bama could be out. Yeah. I'm still not sold on Bama being out, but they could be out if they lose that game.
Yeah.
And let's not, Georgia. Kirby Smart is 1-7 against Alabama. Kirby Smart has an issue.
Yeah,
he has an issue beating Bama.
Well, he had a problem beating his mentor.
Yeah.
Nick Saban.
Yeah, that's true. Only 2 of those games were against DeBoer. The rest were against Saban. So.
All right. Well, we got a total of 5 games on tap, right?
5 games.
5 games. I don't know what TK's putting out, private or public, so I'm just going to keep
I'm going to throw a couple at you when we get time
good.
today.
All right. I love it. All right. Well, let's get into it because we want to speed it up so we get a little NBA and call it a day and help you guys out. We got 5 games on tap. Starting with Miami, Ohio, Western. I don't know if you guys are on that. That's a MAC game. Then we got BYU, Texas Tech. Beautiful game. Obviously, the SEC championship game. couldn't ask for two better teams to fight it out, Georgia and Alabama. And then we got the Mac Daddy game, which is the Big Ten, number 1, number 2 in the nation, 12-0, 12-0, going at each other. I got a strong lean on this game, and Duke and Virginia to wrap it up. We'll start with Teddy, and then we'll go over to TK. Teddy, anything you like on these games?
Oh yeah, I'm fired up for these games. First team I like is a team that I don't think is really getting much respect right now. BYU, 12.5, 13-point dogs against Texas Tech. BYU's 14th in college football in power index. Texas Tech is 11th. Not that big of a difference. BYU 20th in offensive efficiency. Texas Tech 13th in defensive efficiency. These are two evenly matched teams. Huge point differential here.
You ever see that before, Ted? Like 2 11-1 teams at 12.5 points?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it is a little weird, a little fishy, but I'm going with the fish. I'm buying BYU to 14. I'm rolling with BYU here. I'm also looking at this Bama-Georgia game. This is a game where I think the line should be like 1.5. Bama, they beat Georgia already. They're 3.5-point dogs. I think I'm taking Bama plus 3.5, but I truly believe that Georgia is going to win this game by exactly a field goal. I think somebody's going to win this game by a field goal or less. And you can predict like a team wins by exactly 3. I might put that bet in, but I'm taking Bama plus 3.5.
By the way, is our boy Yates in? Because he's probably jumping
Yates
to the ceiling.
Yates is not in.
To the ceiling that you like Bama.
OPP just hopped in. What's up, OPP? But no, Yates is not in.
All right. Yates is usually in, man. What's he doing? Is he taking extra hours on the dice
I don't know.
table?
I saw Zach Smacks jumped in a couple of minutes.
Zach was in earlier.
There you go. I had the pleasure.
We got a new guy in doing a lot of activity. Viking VNF. I've never seen him before. Viking, what's up, brother?
Yeah, he's in. I think he jumps on at the live with us every night. I think this.
All right, so just Teddy, 3 unit, 4 unit,
just 3 across the board. 3, 6, yeah, 7, these games are tough. I'm going 3, 3, 3. BYU plus 14, Bama plus 3.5. My last one is Virginia money line against Duke. I think that this ACC is a mess. I think Duke's had a pretty soft schedule here. That's why they've done so well. And I just think Virginia's a much better team here. They have Chandler Morris at quarterback. I think they have everything's better about them. Versus Darian Mensah, Duke's quarterback. Just if you look at the numbers, I mean, obviously Darian Mensah has much better numbers, but
right.
I just think that Duke's, like I said, had a very weak schedule.
All right.
You look at some of the teams that they've played here.
Teddy Brooks, the master of the championship college football games. There's these 2 selections, and they're both 3-unit plays. TK?
3 selections.
3 selections.
Yeah, BYU plus 14, right. Bama plus 3.5, Virginia money line.
There you go. Virginia, money line from 3.5 to money line?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, 3.5. Right.
Oh, it was only like 2 when I looked.
Open at 2.5. It's up to 3.5. Virginia.
Is it? So the money. I mean, if the money line's, it's 165 now. Yeah. So when I was looking at it, this money line opened up. This money line.
3-team.
I don't like teasing through the 0. I'm actually going to do a video about teasers, but I don't like teasing through 0.
No.
But I got to look at it.
Plus 22.5. With
only time I really like teasing is taking like a -8 down to like a -1 or a +2 up to like a +9. Those are the kind of teasers I like.
Okay.
Stanford Wong teasers. If
you know. How do you want to play the Virginia game at? You want to play it on the money line? You want to play it minus what? Virginia,
I would probably just play it on the money line, maybe -2.5. I got to see here, 3.5, maybe buy. I got to see what the value is on the cost on buying a point.
No problem. Check with Teddy. You could shoot him a DM. He's probably going to have a better decision later in the week towards that game. Just reach out to him on his Instagram. All right, T, what's up? What do we got?
I got the winner for you in the MAC championship, man. Miami, Ohio versus Western Michigan. The current line is 1.5 and 43.5. Western Michigan's favored in this one. I'm jumping on Western Michigan. Miami, Ohio, they're 2-8 their last 10 against Western Michigan, and Western Michigan's 8-1 their last 9, 8-1 their last 9 games straight up. I'm jumping on them. Western Michigan, they win out and take the championship. They lift the trophy in Detroit. Yeah. Western Michigan minus the 1.5. You can play them on the money line, no difference. But take Western Michigan in this one to win the MAC.
All right. Anything else? What are you rating it?
3 stars.
3 stars.
I'm going to play the Big Ten championship here. Indiana going to Ohio State.
Oh, boy. Let's hear with it.
Indiana, Ohio State. The current line, 4.5 and 48. I'm going to jump on the dog in this one. I'm going to take Indiana. I'd buy it up to 5. Indiana, they're 10-0 their last 10 straight up. They're 5-2 their last 7 against the spread as an underdog. I know they have not beat Ohio State in the last 10 years, but this is the first time they're going to get that win. Indiana, take the points in this one. They'll pick up the trophy in the Big Ten championship. Indiana plus the points in this one.
I'm totally disagreeing with you.
Well, we'll find out. One of us is going to be right.
I love Ohio State. Think they're the best team in the country. When it comes down to it, we'll see what Indiana can show up against that defense. I think that defense is going to cause some tricks, and I think Ohio State is absolutely the best team out there right now, unless somebody knocks them on the door and knocks them out. I'd bring that line down to -3. I like that play a lot. I would make it at least a 4-unit selection. I just think that their defense and their offense, when they want to play, I don't think anyone can play up to them. So I'm going to take
Indiana can put some numbers up.
Yeah, they can put numbers up, but they're not putting them up.
Indiana's no Michigan.
No.
Indiana's no Michigan. Indiana's going to come out to play in this game.
Well, when it's Ohio State against Michigan, it's a whole different level of play. You can't just look at it Ohio State against Michigan because
there'll be a lot of Indiana fans there. So they're playing in Indiana as well. Yeah. They're playing Lucas Oil Field up there.
All right,
a lot of Indiana fans will be flocking this stadium.
If this game was in Ohio State, it'd be a 7.5-point line.
We'll see what
Tell you what, this Ohio State team is scary, boy. Yeah. They're scary. They're looking.
What do you think the line would be if the game was in Ohio State?
Ohio State, I'd be 7-point spread. Ohio State
more 7.5 at least.
I think the big a lot of people say
they were 7.5 against Oregon.
A lot of people say the 2001 Miami Hurricanes are the best college football team ever. A lot of people say the 2019 LSU Tigers are the best college football team ever.
Burrow.
This Ohio State team is giving those two teams a run for their money. They average, I think opponents only average like 8 points per game against them. Their defense is lights out. Julian Sayin is amazing. The receiver, I can't think of his name right now. Incredible.
Right.
Listen,
I love Indiana. Don't get me wrong. I've used them more times probably than anybody on the show here the last 2 years. I was flying them. I was flying them every week. Remember last year I was picking them every week, and they were winning for me. No doubt they got a great program, but they're going against the buzzsaw program that's rocking and rolling everybody in front of them. And I think that defense is going to be very tough, Indiana, to try to overcome. So I think there'll be mistakes or something will go wrong. And I'd make that line 3 points. And I think 3 points, I'm comfortable. I think Ohio State will find a way to win the game and cover that spread. All right, and that's 4 units for me. And I'm going to ride with Teddy. I'm going to jump on the Bama train. They beat them once. Why not beat them again? I think Bama's got a shot in this game against Georgia. I mean, everyone knows that they have a shot in the game. Georgia, they played all right against Georgia Tech last week, and that's it. So I'm going to make that a 2-unit play. I'm going to take Alabama. I'm going to move that line like Teddy right to 3.5, and I think I'm in good spot.
Man, we're agreeing on a lot of games this week, Scotty.
Yeah. All right, guys, and that 2-unit. Keep track of all these plays we're putting out. And, guys, I know we're pressed for a little bit of time, but I know we got
8 minutes left.
Oh, okay. There you go. Well, I didn't even see that.
Ben bought us an extra few. No, actually, he didn't.
Ben's the man. Without Ben, this thing ain't happening, man. This is Podcast Junkies live in Boca. We're here. And Ben and his partners in crime running the show over here. Without them, Teddy, TK, and Scott would be outside in front of the place doing a show in the parking lot.
More people that do what we do need to be doing. Need to be in here in the Podcast Junkie
Ben
studio.
Holding their hand and getting them to the finish line like he's done for us. Think about it. We've been here over 2 years already. Not bad, man.
It's our second podcast, though.
That's right. But we're still and we're still here.
Are we doing some basketball? Because I got a basketball game I love
Teddy's
tonight.
He's loving to get me going here. Go ahead, Teddy.
Teddy going NBA?
Hey, me and Scotty, we were battling last night, and now today we're agreeing on 4 games. So.
I'm battling them now today.
Yeah, so I love Columbia on the money line against Hofstra, small school college basketball game. Columbia is 7th in the nation in 3-point shooting. Hofstra is 196th in the nation defending the 3. Columbia is also 7th in the nation in rebounds. They're a 2-point favorite in this game at home. I'm all over. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know this, but I'm all over Columbia on the money line tonight.
All right, Columbia, huh?
Columbia, Ivy League.
Are you just thinking like of the country of Columbia?
No, I'm thinking Ivy League, baby. The smart kids.
The smart kids. All right, there you go. And what are you rating that game?
That's a 4 unit. That's a 4
4 unit.
4-star, I should say, not 4 unit, but 4-star play. Yeah, I love it.
All right, Teddy likes it. And what's the line again? I'm sorry.
2. I'm playing the money line.
Okay, so you're taking Columbia on the money line.
Yep.
All right.
Minus 130 last time I checked.
It's very hard to get a basketball game out of Teddy, so that's an accomplishment we got today.
Hey, I'm undefeated on this show on NBA. I think 4-0. I just don't have one today.
That's what I'm saying. So if you can get Teddy to come with a hoop game, that's a good sign. All right, T, anything you got going on tonight?
I got one going tonight in NBA. It's going to be this Clippers-Hawks game. The current line is 3.5 and 226. I'm going to jump on Atlanta in this one. The Clippers, man, I had them the other night. They're ice cold. They're 0-5 their last 5 against the spread. Atlanta 9-4 their last 13 against the spread. They're 3-0 their last 3 against the spread. Small number on this one. I would buy it down to 3 because it just moved up to 3.5. I had 3 this morning. But take the Hawks against a cold Clippers team here tonight. Atlanta at home, minus the 3 tonight in the NBA. That's what I'll be playing tonight.
So wait a second. I got to get this one. I just got to rub you a little. The other night you loved the Clippers against the Heat.
I like the Clippers against the Heat.
And I said, I don't know why you're using the Clippers because the Clippers playing so bad. So tonight
But the Clippers were also 8-0 their last 8 against the spread versus Miami on the road.
I got you.
But, man, the Clippers, they look horrible. That hard. They couldn't hit the backside of a barn with the ball on the other night. Crazy matchup.
They have some issues. They just got rid of.
Yeah, well they got rid of a lot of players and they're playing. There's a lot of chips with that whole thing with Kawhi Leonard and and Harden's trying to run the show over there and they lost some players. They're just not playing well. The Clippers usually play pretty damn good, and I mean this year they're playing terrible. What are they playing? 30%. I think they're like 5-16. So they're not playing right, and the Hawks are playing pretty good. Even though they got their leading scorer, one of their leading scorers, Trae Young's out of the lineup. They're playing better without him, I think, than with him. Hold on one second. I was trying to pull up this game. For some reason, I don't know why I'm not finding it. But I did have a play. I put out a free pick tonight, and like I said, my free picks have been outstanding. I am jumping on Vanderbilt tonight. Do you have a current line on that game? For some reason, it's skipping over me here.
On Vanderbilt?
Yeah, college hoops.
Move over to
the here it is. I brought the line down to -9. It's 10. I'm going to take Vanderbilt in this game. I like Vanderbilt the way they're playing, man. They're undefeated. They're just finding ways to score like crazy. I mean, if a team could score close to a 90s and 100s, this team has been doing it. I don't think SMU can stay with them. I'm going to take Vanderbilt in this game tonight. I think they win by at least 13 to 18 points. So I'll bring that line down to 9, guys. I'm going after 20 out of 22. I'm 19-2 my last 21, but this is the game I put out today for free. So I'm going to stick with it, and I'm going to jump on Vandy. I think they get the job done. They're both 8-0, but I just think Vandy is a much better 8-0 solid type of team, SEC conference. So that's my play, Vandy -9. Boom. That's going to be I'm going to rate it. I guess I'll have to rate it at least 4 units. So I'll take Vandy at 4 units. That's all I got tonight, guys. I think we're done, man. I
got to ask a question. We weren't going to talk about, we got some comments in about here tonight about your ladder challenge. Can you please explain it to these people? Because I get DMs for these guys
What are they
talking
saying? Hold on, before you...
No, they're asking about it because these guys want to know. Because I've got DMs the last 2 days saying, what is this bullshit?
I'm excited. All right. So here's the deal with the ladder challenge, guys.
Bullshit?
No, they're trying to figure out.
All right, let them explain.
Explain it, Teddy. Let's get it out of the elephant out of the room.
You're talking about Lester Brooks and a couple guys. Okay. So here's what the ladder challenge is. We're taking our money and we're trying to turn 100 into 100,000. We're not telling you to do the same thing. We're going to give you the plays that we're going to be using. You could do whatever you want with those plays. You can bet them for $50 a pop. You can start with $5 and try to turn 5 into 5,000. You can start with $1 and try to turn $1 into $1,000. You could do whatever you want. The chances of us hitting 10 games in a row are extremely low. We're probably not going to do it. If we get halfway through it, we might cash out and start over again and give us some security. If we can turn 100 into maybe 2,000, now we have 20 more tickets into the ladder. So it's just for fun. It's just for entertainment. We're not guaranteeing that we're going to go and win 10 games.
But they can play all the games straight as well.
And I recommend...
Is that what they're supposed to?
No, they
do whatever they want.
Let me ask you, is there an exit strategy? Let's say I'm up 5 in a row and I don't want to continue. I just want to grab my money. I can do whatever I want. Right?
Yeah, you're not putting your money into a fund. Right. It's your money.
Right.
And what
You're just giving the plays to them.
Yeah, we're just giving the plays. And chances are, to be very honest, guys, if we get to 6 or 7 or even 5, we might pull out and then start over, and now we have a nice little chunk of money to play with.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
And that's all it is, guys. Nothing. Oh, DJ Canoyer just said there's a video explaining it. Yes, you're right, DJ. But not everyone sees that video, DJ, because that's only in the winnable. But you are correct.
Yeah, because we were getting a lot of people.
And you guys were giving me shit, but it's all good.
Well, guys are saying, "Oh, this is BS. How can you turn 100 into $1 million?"
Well, hold on.
No book's going to take these bets.
He's not.
Now they explained it's a little different.
Yeah, but he's not stating that that's going to happen.
Right.
He's actually stating most
how
likely
these guys
it's not going to happen. He's doing it for fun.
But I'll tell you what, if it does happen, I'm going to be screaming to the hilltops about it. Just like you're screaming to the hilltops about your 30-2 record, which is awesome, by the way.
Unbelievable.
Hey, my free games have been getting crushed the last week and a half, 2 weeks. And that's what I pride myself on, too, is just being transparent. When my free games are losing, I say it. I have nothing to hide, guys.
Right.
But
all right, and I want to just make one other point, if you guys are cool with it. Anything that we do on our own. If TK has his own shit going on with things he does, it has no reflection on what I'm doing or am I behind it. And same with Teddy and same with me. Whatever we do, we're big boys. We run our own companies, and we just keep things moving and grooving. Because I get a lot of guys saying, well, you did this with this, and you guys are this and that. No, we do a show together, and we love working together because we understand each other. We're in the business. So we're all doing our own thing. If I put out something, I take the blame for it. I can't take the blame for Teddy, or Teddy can't take the blame for me, or vice versa with TK and so forth and so on. So
because we get DMs back and forth, you know how it goes, man.
Like when Scotty wins 30 out of his last 32 games, I'm not getting paid for that. I'm not taking credit for that.
Damn.
So listen, guys. It's all about having fun here. That's what we do on this show. We were battling last night. I'll just put it out there. We were battling last night about this ladder challenge because I think there were some misunderstandings about it. Yeah. We were taking some shots and going at it at like 1 in the morning. I was hot and bothered, but I will say
you were up, Teddy.
You must have been walking the dog.
I was up because I was so pissed at you, to be honest. But here, one thing, guys.
We got to wrap.
All that I'll say is that first game of the ladder challenge hit. And the second one's already posted on Winnable.
There you go. It did hit or it didn't hit?
By half a point, right? Or close? Or that was a total?
Okay. It was a total, yeah.
All right, so guys, $100 in the kitty going to $200. And you don't have to always double up.
Hold on, one thing. DJ just said, Scotty, why are you not posting on Winnable? But you are, right?
I am posting.
Yeah, he is, DJ.
Yeah, I'm posting all kinds of stuff, man. I'm like the poster boy for the sports business right now. I think I'm going to have like a milk carton. Missing Scotty Matthews on the back of a milk carton. Anyways, guys, we love doing the show for you. We put out a lot of information. Teddy explained his situation with his ladder challenge. We wish him nothing but the best of luck, obviously. And if he makes $100,000, maybe he'll take TK and I out to lunch somewhere.
I'll take you guys to the Keys.
There you go.
We'll go all the way to the Keys.
All right, guys. Here's the most important part. How you can find us on a daily basis. You only get the pleasure of having us here once a week because Ben probably couldn't handle us here more than that. But every day you can find us on social media and everything we're doing. TK, where can they find you?
Well, the best place to find me is go right to my Instagram, @TKwins. I put a lot of stories up there. I got the broadcast channel as well. There's a lot of specials on there, a lot of links that go to the Winnable site, that goes to my site. Just check me out there on Instagram, @TKwins.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Tommy King. All right. Woo! 1:15 in the morning. Him and I were going at it last night, and we're here less than 13 hours later doing a show together, and everything's great. The one and only, my partner in crime, Teddy Brooks. Where can they find you and all the crazy things you have for everyone?
All the crazy shit I'm doing. You can go to my Instagram channel, _profits_pick. What I would suggest is as soon as you go there, go to the Winnable and join the free Winnable channel. It's a free channel. You don't have to put in a credit card. It's just a free channel, and that's where we're posting free picks and everything like that. The broadcast channel, we're also posting free picks. We do make you. I had a guy complain. He said, you're making us do too much work because sometimes I post the free pick in the Winnable, sometimes I post it in the broadcast. But here's my opinion. It's free, so do a little work. Have a little fun.
Come on, he's doing all the hard work getting these picks out for you guys. He's doing all right, Teddy. Great job, by the way. And I did appreciate that you were up late for me last night because I'm a late owl at times. And
I'm not usually.
Teddy isn't. All right, guys, listen. As I said, this is the one and only Get the Edge Sports Podcast. I am Scott Matthews. I don't know if there's a guy hotter. I know these guys don't want to hear this, but I don't know if there's a guy hotter on planet Earth than yours truly when it comes to free picks. And I'll tell you what, if you guys haven't made a lot of money off this run, I feel sorry for you because there's not going to be a run like this probably for a long, long time. Long time. I'm doing this a long-ass time. All right, you can find me each and every day on my Instagram channel, SM Sports Picks, Picks, right there. You see it on the screen? And make sure you check the blue verified. Guys, I'm getting a lot of people saying they're sending money to people, and it's not even me. You got to make sure it's verified. These guys, too, they're all verified. Make sure you click on the links that are verified on Instagram, TikTok, whatever the case may be. Don't be sending money to some clowns out there that are saying they're us and they're not us. Make sure you know that. And this show, you can find this show on all podcast forums, Spotify, Apple, our own channel on YouTube. Tell your friends about it. Why not? With this winning, these three, me and these two other gentlemen are doing on each every week. I mean, come on now. Tell your friends about it. Click, subscribe, and be a part of it. Be a part of the madness of Get the Edge Sports Podcast. Thanks to Ben and his staff. We appreciate it. We'll be back here next Wednesday, 2 o'clock Eastern Time. Check out that winning we're doing, guys. Have a great day. Boom. Right. Teddy Brooks, the ladder.
150.
Ladder it up, baby.
Who's that guy?
Climbing the ladder all the way to the top.
You've never seen him before?